Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for the city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. And in this video, I am going to be doing some pulls for Kurasame's kit, and I am not stopping until I get absolutely everything for him on this banner. So apologies if my voice sounds a little bit funny. It's because it's actually very early in the morning and I'm trying not to wake anyone up. I should have pulled in the morning like a sensible person, but it was already getting pretty close to that time and daylight savings has kind of ticked over here, so that means that the event has just launched and I'm actually unreasonably hyped for Kurasame. I've been waiting for him to arrive in Global ever since I've seen him in the Japanese version of the game, and to say that I've never actually played Type 0, I still haven't played it. I know it's still on my to-play list, but he's an absolute badass. Aesthetically, his fighting style is really amazing. His voice actor is pretty cool. Obviously it's the same VA that does the Japanese Cloud, so he's got that going on for him. And his mechanics in the game are actually incredible as well, and they are exactly what I'm looking for. So the only reason that I've not been using Charlotta recently is because she has to burn turns in order to get her EX buff up that gives bonus HP damage, right? Well, I like to use Noctis a lot, and Noctis's LD gives you free turns, so you kind of waste Noctis's buff refreshing Charlotta's buff. So I've not been using Charlotta with Noctis, you may have noticed, mostly for that reason, but I still like to bring her along with characters like Saz and a main DPS character, or Charlotta and Vivi. You've seen me use them together a lot, and that's a tremendous combination right there. So you've definitely, you've seen me get use out of them. So I really like the HP damage increasing effect. And Kurasame actually goes one step further, because it's a major part of his kit is not increasing the HP damage you deal, it's increasing the damage that enemies receive. Now it's mostly a semantic difference, but there are two key important factors. The first thing is that you can swap out Kurasame for another character and the debuff remains on the opponent, so everyone still gets the increased damage. And the second part of that is that when you do an attack that does splash damage, then the splash damage actually gets amplified independently. What I mean by that is, if you have HP damage increase, then the main portion of the splash damage will increase by 20%, right, with Charlotta, but the splash damage will be exactly half of the damage you deal to the main target, whereas with Gabranth and Kurasame that do HP damage received up, what actually happens is that the main damage gets increased, and then the splash damage gets increased independently, so it's not half of the main damage, it's actually more than that. So you can have 65,000 splash damage from a 99k attack, for example, which is silly, and I just really like that. It's another nice little perk. I know he has his issues, and he does have his issues with Brave Shaping, and I know he's a little bit overhyped, but at the same time, come on, he's fucking badass. I've been waiting to use Kurasame forever, and he's going to be my first, the first character I spend the Lupenia armor tokens on. So I'm a little bit disappointed that there's no free pull, but I do have 298 tickets with his name on them, and I will go into gems if I have to. Now, I'd rather save my gems because I'm not massively enthused about Wall's Burst, but that depends on the look of the draw. Now, I may well have to skip the draws here because I am logging on close to release time, and the servers at this point are incredibly potato, for lack of a better word. So you might see a lot of long connecting in the corner of the screen as I'm using my tickets. I can see it's already happening, so it's going to be a very long road to use these tickets. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not as bad as I thought. But yeah, it's maybe going to be a little bit dragged out. So I'm not going to sort of keep you listening to me prattling on with me, trying not to wake everyone up. I'm just going to fast forward ahead to whenever something interesting happens. So yeah, I'll spend everything for him if I have to. I just hope I don't have to. Now, I have been extremely lucky because I did pull 8 in 7 tickets, and I got a wall for free, so I'm very aware of that. Karma's probably gonna pay me back on this banner in triplicate, and I'm probably gonna end up having to use gems, but you never know. Now, I did note that Cypher's EX is on this banner as well, and I did not pull for Cypher when he originally came out, and oh, we've got a gold orb already, holy shit. What's this gonna be? Come on, EX or LD, oh, it's his EX, it's Kurasame's EX. Fuck, okay, I only need the LD now, we're one down already. What a way to start. Alright, well let's lock that bad boy up. Yeah, so I did skip Cypher when he originally came out. Now he is like, I'm not going to call him a massive favourite, but he is one of the characters from Final Fantasy VIII that I do quite like, because he's got that kind of, you know when you control Sephiroth in FF7 and you think, oh my god, this guy's cool as hell, like especially when you're a little kid. Cypher kind of has a similar thing going on because you have him in the party at the start of the game, and I do think his fighting style is cooler than Squall's, apart from Ren Sokuken. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of like Cypher, I'll have him on my team. But, not in Opera Omnia, apparently. But if I can pick him up here along the way, then I'll be super happy with that. But I'm not going to keep pulling. If I get Kurasame's LD at this point, I'm just going to dip out the banner. Like I'm not going to pray to the luck gods for wall BT from tickets, because that would really be pushing it. But hey, if I get one, I'm sure as hell not going to complain. But got 275 tickets to go, so let's just fire them away and see how well we do. Well, I'm now down to 235 tickets, and I don't think I've seen a single gold orb. Not just a gold orb, I don't think I've seen a single gold weapon in all of those tickets. The average is supposed to be 1 in 10. I haven't seen one in like 50. So, starters you need to go on, right? You know what? I mean, I said I wasn't going to spend gems on this banner, but I might get down to 200 and then like throw a random 5k at the banner. Just to see what happens. That sounds like actually, let's be honest, it doesn't sound remotely sensible at all if you look at it statistically, but screw it. I want to see what happens. And there's that little voice at the back of my head that's like, there's a 3% chance you could get Wall's burst, don't you want his burst? And I'm like, well yeah, I kind of do, just not very much. Don't want it enough to justify pulling for it. But I mean, I could totally get it. If I wanted. I just think, oh, my first goal. Oh, it's a fucking Edgar 50. Oh god. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's great. Whatever. It's Power Stone. I'll take it. Even those are a commodity. Like, you know. In fact, I will definitely not laugh at Power Stones, because the more Power Stones I get, the more I can kind of finish like EX plussing the remainder of the base EXs that I haven't even bothered to max out. Like, probably Zells, for example, or Yangs, something like that. I've got more books than I can actually use at the moment, so... Because if I max out all those EXs, I'll just run out of Power Stones, and then before you know it, I'll be pulling on a character banner, and I'll have, like, no freaking stones left. And it's been a long time since I've been in that position. I guess that in itself is a clue that the pendulum of fortune has been swinging the other way for me recently. So, yeah. I don't mind if I get shafted, but at least give me some shiny stones in the process. Come on, guys. Need those golds. Like, I really could just pull, and I could get... Oh shit, okay. 35. My first one. My tokens are safe! Excellent. I could totally pull until I get like Wall's Burst with gems at this point, and okay, that was an interesting freeze. I've seen that before. Kurasame freezing the draw screen. I could pull through it, but I just figured that in the future bursts are just going to get better and better, and I just want to have like a substantial buffer so that I know that when I do want to chase one, I can absolutely do that. Because the worst case scenario is you spend 200k on a banner, and or even more than that. And I would rather avoid that. Come on. There we go. That wasn't so hard, that was it? Oh god. The lag, it's too much. Making pull videos at this time is a bad idea. Note to self. Alright, fuck it. I'm out. I'm doing gems. Well, I'll do a 5k. Let's see what happens. I know they say never to mix gems and tickets, but what can I say? I'm kind of curious. Don't try this at home, kids. Come on. Change. Yes, here we go. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean they're 35s, right? That's better than nothing. Are they even power stones? Okay, I don't know. I don't even know at this point. I'm not sure if I have got Edgar's 35 maxed out. Oh well, let's keep going. These tickets aren't going to spend themselves, and I'm not going to spend very quickly either at this rate. Note to self. Release hour pulls are a bad idea. Oh my god, what the fuck? Literally out of a blue orb. Out of freaking nowhere. Alright. You know what? Screw it. We're done. We've got everything. And I've got 208 tickets left. I can't fucking believe it. I'm the luckiest bastard on this planet. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm not complaining. I've got like way too many tickets left. After getting like 3 LDs in a row, this is just stupid. Like maybe the game has like rigged some accounts, because I know for a fact that there's like a friend I know that plays this game and he does not have anywhere near this kind of luck. This is insane. But I'll take it. I'll take it and I'll run with it. So, thanks everyone for watching. That's going to be my pulls for Kurasame's banner. I hope you had equivalent or even better results on your pulls. And I wish you guys all the best. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.